and Myers-Briggs type indicator theory. Okay, so who was Carl Jung? Carl Jung was a Swiss psychotherapist and theorist who founded the theory of the personality. Introduced these ones in the early of 20th century, most specific because women's were entry in the word file and for the word world. In this theory of personality, Carl Jung distinguishes two different kinds of attitude types. The ones that is introverts, who are the people who receive stimulation from within, and the other one is extrovert, which are those who receive their stimulation from the environment. The MBTE dichotomies. These instruments indicate the preference on 4 pair of opposites called dichotomies. One of these ones is extroverts or introverts. The other one is sensitive, described as S, intuition, described as N, thinking, described as T, feeling, F, and judging, F, perceiving, P. Okay, so what is a person extrovert? Extrovert person is a person who is social energetic, who wants to always be the center of the attention, who always want to participate, who really enjoyed talking with people and be surrounding of a crowd, or very talkative, outgoing, and friendly. And they always enjoyed being with other people, being expressing their feelings to the other ones. And they are action-oriented, which is they just act without thinking too much. So they just be oriented by the present. And what is an introvert person? An introvert person is mostly like a thoughtful person who really enjoys being by themselves and be alone, be thinking all the time about any kind of things. I'm considered introvert person, and I enjoyed be with a little bit of people, or even just me, or like my group of people is very reduced. So this is one of the characteristics that it's selective socializing. We are good listening and reflective and thoughtful. Okay, what is a sensing person? A sensing person is detail oriented, practical and realistic. They just based the things they do based on present. They are very focused and they always want to be very detailing in the things they are doing. And even they prefer learning basing on the practice. And what is an intuition person? An intuition person is a person who is future oriented. This means like they always want to, they are thinking more in the future than in the present. They, like I say, are thinkers who always want to think more and more and more and more and more about one decision they are going to make or they are going to take, or even in the past. They are creative and imaginative, and they trust in their gut, in their feelings. They always live the things by what they feel and what they think are gonna be most for them, just like the feelings, not for something realistic or nothing. Okay, what is a person thinking? A thinking person. A thinking person is a logical and analytical. Is a very objective and impersonal person. Is very decisive and structured, and it's problem-solving focuses. So this kind of person is very, 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 very concentrating and focused in what they are doing, and very logical. Like I feel doctors, like example, doctors are very thinking. Like they always want to do the logical way, the strategic way, and the way it's already studied and already they already been studied. So this is a kind of person who is thinking. A feeling person is the opposite. So it's a active listening, emotional aware. They always are aware of their feelings and what they are doing, what they are feeling, and non-judgmental. The people feels very comfortable in talking with them because they don't feel like they are judging, and they feel like are a good listeners. So most of the people feel very comfortable in being listened by the feelings person. What is a judging person? A judging person is very organized, it's decisive, goal-oriented, and preference for the predictable. And perceiving, what is a perceiving person? It's very flexible, adaptable, it's curious, explosive, open-ended, and these people, it's very creative in the problem solving because they are thinking how they can easily going through. It's most of the people of this kind, they are not worried about anything at all. Like they just be relaxed and they live to fluid all the things in a positive way. So yeah, they kind of being creative for the problem at the moment to solving something. Okay, so when we combine the person's types, we have an indicator of a personality type. We need to decide what we are, like extrovert or introvert, sensitive or not sensitive. I forget it, sorry. Thinking or feeling or judging, sorry, or perceiving. Okay, so the 16 personality types are these ones. So the first one is the introvert. Okay, so the first one is ESTJ. So each one of these one, it's express or introvert or extrovert or sensitive, not sensitive, etc. Okay, so the first one is the inspector. The inspector, it's a responsible, organized, and detail-oriented. These are practical and methodical, and they are really loyalty to traditional and values. They have a strong sense of duty and they commit to replace tasks accurately. They are dependable and through strong organizing skills and capable of maintaining higher stands. So as example, I put here George Washington. So he was the first president of America, and he was a really responsible, organized, and detail-oriented person. The second one is the inspector. So the inspector is caring, observant, and dedicated. Is often focused on the needs of others. The value is the harmony, and the relationship are detail-oriented. They are very compassionate and reliable, excellent at remembering details to matter to others, skilled and creative in positive, they create a positive environment. And as example, I put Mother Teresa, who was a person who always cared for the world peace, for the people who needs more, and was a really very altruist person. This third one is the counselor. So the keys word for these ones will be compassionate, idealistic, and insightful. They are very deep intuitive and often seek like to understand other emotions. They are very empathic and a strong ability to understand the emotion of others. So as example, I put Mahatma Gandhi, and we know this was a person who really cares for the others and for the people who really was for something very difficult in that moment. The fourth one is the mastermind. The mastermind is a person very strategic, independent, and analytical. They are logical and forward-thinking. Often they innovate so many ideas for a long-term planning. They are strategic thinkers, and they are always planning and executing their projects and their goals. And as an example, I put Elon Musk, who is a person who is always looking for more ideas, more projects, more inventions. He's a really creative person, and he has a strong vision of the future, and he has the ability to inspire other people. Okay, the 5 is the craftsman. So the craftsman, it's very practical, observant, and resourceful. This person always is a person who always try to solve a problem on hands, like enjoy working with tools and mechanics. They are very adaptable in dynamic environments. And I put here Bear Grylls, who is an adventure and survival expert. So he always trying to enjoy working with nature, be involved in new adventures, etc. The Six is the composer. So the composer is a person who is, sorry, a person who is artistic, sensitive, and spontaneous. It's creative and express their thoughts through the art and through the experience, looking for the beauty of the spontaneity. And as example, I put Bob Dylan, who is a singer and songwriter. The next one is the healer. The healer is a person very idealistic, empathic, and introspective. This person always is guided by the values and connections. They are very passionate about helping others and often express themselves through their creative outlets. So as example, I put here the author of The Lord of the Rings. And the next one is the architect, who is a person very analytic, innovative, and independent, who always have conceptual thinkers and enjoy exploring abstract theories and ideas. And as an example, here I put Albert Einstein, who is a theoretical scientist, and like I say, enjoy exploring abstract theories and ideas, and they value autonomy and often draw to complex solving problem. And very complex solving problem, Albert Einstein do it. The next one is the dynamo. The dynamo is a very energetic person and action-oriented who is always very pragmatic. This person is always very spontaneous and they are like quick thinker. They approach the life in enjoy taking risk or enjoy having so much adrenaline. And as example, I put Madonna, who is a singer and is also dancer performance. And she's always looking for the way to do the shows more active, more fun, more energetic. The next one is the performer, and the performer is an enthusiastic, sociable, and playful person. This is a person who always enjoy engage with others and bring energy so to social situations. They are really value experience and living in the moment. As example, I put Robbie Williams, who was a comedian and actor, and he always tried to be so sociable and playful and vibrant in fun loving. Like all the movies he was doing was about love and fun. The next one is the champion, and the champion is a person who is really passionate and it's a free spirit. It's very imaginative, it's enthusiastic, and always explore possibilities and connection with others. They are very open-minded. And as example, I put Ellen DeGeneres, the comedian and talk show host, and she's really a person who is very, very, very creative all the time. I don't know how she always is talking and having like so many ideas at the moment for asking or like jokes or everything. I can never. And she's a really imaginative person. The next one is the visionary. The visionary is an innovative person who is intellectually curious. It's a quick thinker and enjoyed generating new ideas and challenging the status. As an example, I put Richard Branson, that is the founder of Virgin Group. The next one is a supervisor, and the supervisor is a person who is always very warm, very sociable, and very conscious. This person is always focused on the needs of other ones, and they are very attentive to the relationships, and they are very attentive and focused on creative, positive environment with the other ones. So I put here as example Hillary Clinton, who is a politician, former Secretary of the United States. And then it's the provider. The provider, it's a person who is, oh, I think I made a mistake. Oh, the provider was the person. So the one sociable, the other example I did was this one, but was the example of Taylor Swift. And sorry, the supervisor is a person very organized, practical, and authority. Yeah, something didn't get okay. And this person, it's very organizing. The supervisor is very organized and practical and very authoritative. It's a natural leader. They are very responsible and often take the charge of organizing tasks and people. So this is example of Hillary Clinton. That make more sense. And the provider, as I say, a very warm, sociable, and conscious person. And as example, I put Taylor Swift, who most of the fans consider she as a really warm person who is like always trying to do things right for the other ones, and sociable. Yep. The next one is the teacher, who the teacher is a very charismatic person, insightful, and very altruistic person, who always want to seek to inspire other ones, and they are always want to collaborate with the people. As example, I put here Oprah, who is a media executive and philanthropist. And the last one is the commander. The commander is a person who is really strategical, confident, and decisive. This person is ambiguous leader. This try to thrive on challenge and are trying to achieve the goals. They are always like analytic person who enjoy organized resources to accomplish tasks. So as example here, I put Steve Jobs, who is a clarified example of a commander who it's really analytical and enjoy organizing resources to accomplish their tasks. And I finalize with this phrase that Carl Jung says the meeting of two personalities is like the contact of two chemical substances. If there's any, both are transformed. So this kind of test will be very helpful in our life for identify ourselves and for know better who we are, who I am. Like in this case, for me, was very, very helpful to know what I am, because in that case, I can see in which area I'm good, in which area I'm not too good, and what skills I can have that maybe I have right now, but I cannot realize at all because I'm not conscious of it, and in what areas I can be good and what things I can improve. So yeah, this test can be very positive way of know ourselves and investigate more about it and use it for life, for quotidian life, or work life, or student life. Thank you for your attention. That's it.